Did you ever play Toy Story 2, the video game?
I did. I loved it.
How good was that game? Do you know it's getting remastered?
No.
Yes.
Hello, I am Sam.
And I'm Ian.
And we welcome you to the latest episode of One Credit After Another, a show where we dive into the career of a filmmaker or actor and their latest project. Ian, are you a toy?
Yes, I am.
No, you're supposed to say no.
Oh. No.
Well, Tom Hanks is, as he returns to play Sherriff Woody in Toy Story 5. That is right, number
Story
5.
Wow.
The premise is this. After Woody left Bonnie to stay with Bo Peep and help abandoned toys find owners, Jessie becomes the leader of Bonnie's room, with Buzz Lightyear as her second in command. However, a now 8-year-old Bonnie has become enamoured with her new favourite plaything, a frog-like tablet named Lilypad. The film has a worldwide release on the 19th of June, and the highly anticipated Pixar film has yet to have any reviews. Ian, does the premise intrigue you enough to justify bringing back this beloved franchise? And is the name Tom Hanks still a box office draw?
Yeah. Just to kind of go back to the premise, Bonnie, is that Andy's sister, right?
No, Bonnie is the new owner of the toys.
Oh, I think I missed something in Toy Story 4. Oh, yes, the end of Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 4.
What?
Not Bonnie. No, not in Toy Story 3. Oh, yeah.
Where have you been?
Where have I been?
I thought you
I thought Toy Story 4 happened in like a circus.
No, at the end of Toy Story 3, Andy gives the toys to Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bonnie's not the sister.
No.
Molly's the neighbour.
Molly is
Molly's
the
that's where I'm
sister.
getting confused. Okay. Cool. Right, so clearly I'm going to watch this blindly and not have a clue what's happening. Great. Right, Toy Story.
I've promoted this as we are beloved fans of this franchise. And
I'm a massive fan of 1 and 2 and 3/4 apparently of 3. So like,
but the key scene, of the whole franchise when Andy gives the toys to Bonnie.
Yeah, that ruined me. I must admit.
Yeah.
It ruined most people, right?
I remember you saying that you wept uncontrollably,
like a child. Yeah. Toy Story 4, however, didn't do any of those things for me. I still had fun with it, but it did feel a little bit long in the tooth at that point, and I didn't know what to do with it. In terms of where it sits now, I think Toy Story is in a really unique place in that it can kind of reflect the childhood experience of whatever period it's in. So this is going to keep going, or it's going to keep going for as long as Tom Hanks and Tim Allen are still doing the voices. But it sounds to me like they're trying to move away from this anyway. A better paycheck for Joan Cusack. So
I think we needed a Jessie film a bit earlier than this. I feel like you could have built something. I'm glad that this finally happened, because I don't suppose you watched any of the Toy Story shorts.
No. Well, I might have done.
There is a great short about Jessie confronting her fear of boxes.
Okay.
Or packages. It's really good. It's got Combat Carl, who I believe makes a return in this film.
Okay.
Not voiced by Carl Weathers, though. Rest in peace.
Okay.
I think it's voiced by Ernie Hudson of
Okay.
Ghostbusters fame.
Cool.
But no, Toy Story, a 30-year-old franchise. The director of this film is Andrew Stanton, who has written or co-written all of them. So
Okay.
we'll talk about the Toy Story 5 at large later. But Tom Hanks, is he the box office draw of old? Is he possibly the greatest sort of like cultural icon of Hollywood in a way? And where do you see his place in Hollywood over the last 30 years or so? So, career to date. Thomas Jeffrey Hanks was born in California in 1956 and would study theatre in his home state at Chabot College?
Yeah.
During his stay at the college, Hanks dropped out after becoming an intern at the Great Lakes Theatre Festival in Ohio, where he excelled in theatre production. With his heart set on a career in film, Hanks moved to New York City in 1979, and the following year appeared in his first film, He Knows You Are Alone, which is basically a big rip-off of Halloween.
Okay.
The great rip-off Halloween era. The following year, Hanks had to make do with TV work and the occasional theatre production. The TV works included an appearance in Happy Days, which led to Hanks making his first successful film with a lead role in Splash in 1984.
Must have gotten well with Ron Howard then.
Were you a fan of Happy Days? Ever watched it?
No, I only know of its origins and kind of what it birthed.
Jump the Shark.
Yeah.
Probably. Is that weirdly its greatest legacy, along with the Fonz?
I don't know, Mork and Mindy.
That's to do with Happy Days.
Yeah, I think it's a spin-off of Happy Days.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
What, the Robin Williams show?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I ever knew that. Oh, Happy Days.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy follows an alien from planet Orc who comes to Earth. The character of Mork was introduced in a season 5 episode of Happy Days, titled My Favourite Orcan. Richie tells everyone he has seen a flying saucer, but no one else believes him.
Never knew that until now.
Yeah.
There you go. After more years struggling to establish himself, Hanks made his breakthrough in the highly successful Big. The film earned Hanks his first Oscar nomination, but his next few films earned little at the box office. Hanks appeared in the successful A League of Their Own before embarking on a run that would turn him into an acting icon. For the rest of the 90s, Hanks would appear in films such as Sleepless in Seattle, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Toy Story 1 and 2, Apollo 13, Saving Private Ryan, and The Green Mile. The first two films mentioned in that run earned Hanks 2 successive Oscars for Best Actor. The 2000s began with further success for Hanks with Castaway, Road to Perdition, and Catch Me If You Can, widely considered some of the best films of that decade. Hanks would also earn the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award at the age of just 46 in 2002.
Wow.
I believe he's by far the youngest recipient of that honour.
Yeah, wow.
The rest of the decade saw his greatest run decline, but with still great successes in The Terminal and Charlie Wilson's War. Hanks began the 2010s with the brilliantly received Toy Story 3. Ian Morton obviously wept at that film. And had one of his best ever years in 2013 with Captain Phillips and Saving Mr. Banks. Hanks continued to receive praise with films such as Bridge of Spies, Sully, The Post, and A Beautiful Day in the Neighbourhood.
Well, don't get me started on that.
I know, well, we will get you started on that.
We will get me started on that.
The 2010s ended as they begun, with Hanks playing Sherriff Woody in this time Toy Story 4. Hanks had seen the 2020s as his most challenging decade yet, with supporting roles in studio films and leading roles on streaming platforms. Hanks has received praise for performances in News of the World and A Man Called Otto, but did receive criticism for his portrayal of Tom Parker in Elvis. 2026 sees Hanks yet again return as Woody the Cowboy. How much of an impact will this special child's plaything have on Toy Story 5? We now move on to his list of previous films. Ian, what stands out for you?
I think the most interesting thing is that decade. You broke it down beautifully, might I add, by decade. And I think that might actually be the best way to tackle his filmography because it's massive and full of such good movies that it's kind of really hard to just start to pick randomly. Do you know what I mean? We might as well, let's look at it by decade.
Okay.
Shall we? 80s.
So the 1980s. So Tom Hanks, Splash.
Splash.
Do you like it?
It's fine.
It's very weird.
It's fine. It's just a bit strange.
Yeah.
This kind of follows. Do you remember Mannequin?
I don't.
It's like a similar premise. Well, it's not a similar premise, but to me, it feels like it's of the same ilk. Where it's just like, yeah, we can get away with weird stuff happening on screen. So let's start there.
It's a big film for establishment because this is also Ron Howard's one of his first directorial films.
Yeah.
I think his first might have been Grand Theft Auto. I think maybe.
Yeah.
But Splash was his big breakthrough as a director, and obviously it stars Tom Hanks. I would say the 1980s was basically his apprenticeship into the big time.
It's a good
no
setup.
pun intended.
It is crazy though how quickly he becomes a leading man.
Oh yeah, he at the age of 31 going on 32 stars in Big.
Yeah.
Where he essentially is a child in a man's body.
Yeah, but you also have the Money Pit before that.
You do have the Money Pit.
The Money Pit was huge as well. And then I think like that Big is then his real big, pun intended.
Yeah.
Kind of step into Hollywood.
Yeah. A start of the greatness that is to come.
Yeah.
The Please Please Me of Tom Hanks's filmography.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's a Beatles reference.
Good. You've got to make at least one in every one of them, of course.
Well, I need to find a Stargate one there to cure my aching heart.
Yeah, then he kind of finished off the decade with The Burbs, Turner of Hooch. Weird movies. weird
Yeah.
movies. Turner and Hooch is a bit more normal, a bit more family
Turner
oriented.
and Hooch made a
but
lot
The
of
Burbs is a
money.
weird movie. Turner and Hooch made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I said, what's the name? Is Turner and Hoops?
Turner-
Turner and Hoops.
well-
Turner and Hooch, yeah. And that was also, I know it sounds weird, but that was the one VHS I can remember from the VHS rental store that I used to go to.
What, Turner and Hooch?
I always saw Turner and Hooch.
that
and
front
went,
cover-
oh, that dog looks awesome.
That front cover is very famous.
Yeah, it's
for
hugely famous.
For millennials.
And that's what I can remember from going into rental stores and just being like, I want to rent that one, please.
It's because, for us, we knew Tom Hanks was this mega star, and it's like him with a dog.
Yeah. And then a very early career.
How much money do you reckon that film made on VHS?
I thought you were going to say, I wonder how much the money that dog made from that movie.
More than I have
Very
made.
little. In my lifetime.
But yeah, I would say, the 1980s was, him stepping in to
It's a
see
good start, isn't it?
what he could do. And then the early 90s, not particularly great, but then we get to A League of Their Own. And then from this moment, I would say from A League of Their Own, which is 1992, to Catch Me If You Can, Road to Perdition 2002, everything is gold.
Is it one of the best runs we've seen on this show so far?
I think this is the best run of any actor in film history.
It lasted so long.
Because they're all like bordering on like 9 out of 10s.
Yeah.
The only ones I can think of to compare would be Harrison Ford from the late 70s to the early 90s and De Niro from the early 70s to maybe 2000. De Niro might be the real contender, but the quality that Tom Hanks does in like the 1990s is, I mean, they are all like beloved.
Yeah.
Like De Niro is a bit, obviously you have to be a particular, like you have to be an adult to enjoy De Niro, I think.
Yeah.
Where Tom Hanks
hit everything here, didn't he?
Maybe
he was hitting every genre, everything really.
I think the only person you could compare him to during this time would be Robin Williams. Speaking of him earlier, where he sort of combines comedy with drama and it like works.
It's interesting because you see there's always a good run. I mean, the only other person that actually, weirdly, I would probably say DiCaprio had an insane run for a little while as well.
Yeah.
In terms of like big hits, like good tentpoles, varying degrees of success. But like the one thing you can say no matter what for Hanks is that a lot of these are critical darlings as well. So it does stupidly well.
And they are not similar. They are, I mean, again, going back to like De Niro, a lot of it was obviously in sort of like dark gangster territory.
Yeah.
Every film is very, very different with a very, very different Tom Hanks.
Either he had just had a really good eye or he had a very good agent. Like, he must have just been sending in one after the other, you know.
But like, you've got Philadelphia, which I mean is a very important film in itself.
Let's run this down, like literally from let's go through the 90s. So, like you said, Sleeps in Seattle, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Apollo 13, Toy Story, That Thing You Do, Saving Private Ryan, You've Got Mail, Toy Story 2, The Green Mile, Castaway, technically Band of Brothers, Road to Perdition, Catch Me If You Can. That is insane, right?
Can I just say...
His run was broken at the Lady Killers in 2004.
Yeah. But The Terminal's great.
The Terminal's fantastic. Very mixed, but I think Terminal's fantastic. But I do think that the Lady Killers was... I remember there was chat at the time being like, what's happened here?
Yeah.
Because Tom Hanks only does good.
Yeah.
And so... But, I mean, that's an insane run.
Do you reckon they should have renamed it the Hanky Killers?
The Hank Killer. The Hank Killer.
Hanky Killers was much better than both your suggestions.
All right. Sorry, I didn't give enough. I didn't give a loud enough guffaw for you.
And he's got...
There's for your ego.
Thanks. And he's got an iconic line in like all these films. Like
he had like
Forrest.
Well, except for Road to Perdition, because he doesn't have a lot of lines in that.
That's fair.
But
interesting film, Road to Perdition.
Honestly, Road to Perdition is so good. Sam Mendes absolutely nailed. That for me is one of the best comic book adaptations or graphic novel adaptations, and no one's seen it. But it's fantastic.
I've seen it.
So, honestly, that for me was Jude Law's step away from the real tongue-in-cheek stuff that he was doing.
Oh yeah.
The Road to Perdition for me is Jude Law's acting film, aside from Talented Mr. Ripley. Road to Perdition is the one for me anyway where I'm like, oh no, this guy's a serious actor. like really serious, because I think he'd done Archie around this time, Alfie even. And yeah, that was it. Anyway, sorry, that was an aside. What do you think of Sleepless in Seattle?
I mean, it's just very schmaltzy, but that's what you want.
It's what you want, yeah. I personally, and I don't know if this is a hot take, I think You've Got Mail is better than Sleepless in Seattle.
I haven't seen You've Got Mail at nearly as... Was it on as much as Sleepless in Seattle?
I basically have a tattoo of You've Got Mail because I got absolutely obsessed with it. And for a time, when I went to uni, all I had was a TV and a DVD player. And I went into Tesco when they were doing their £3 DVDs. And You've Got Mail was there. And I absolutely lapped that up and watched it on repeat for about 3 weeks while the house got internet and stuff like that all hooked up. It's basically, it lives rent-free in my brain. You've Got Mail is fantastic. Not that I'm biased or anything, but it's better than Sleepless in Seattle.
Do you know what? We need to cut that and just have that as like, just put that in the internet. Like, You've Got Mail fan.
That's the advert.
You've Got Mail. There you go.
You got mail.
You've got Hanky.
You've got a hanky. Mate, I can make another wanking joke there if you want me to.
But during this run, he did make a film called That Thing You Do, which I would say during his golden era is the one that I feel like not many people have actually seen. But it is also his directorial debut, I believe. And it actually got very good reviews. It wasn't a huge box office success, but I mean, we'll talk about it later with Tom Hanks and sort of what other stuff he can do. But you know, yeah, he was the
Did well for him. It's got a good Met score.
He was the writer director for this.
Yeah.
And but yeah, not many. You would think it would have made a lot more money considering the run he was on. But yeah, I mean, he sees out the decade with, I mean, Saving Private Ryan and The Green Mile, which is
just silly, isn't it?
Just insane.
It's just silly.
The Green Mile is possibly my favourite performance of his.
Okay. What do you think of his performance in Castaway?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say that film gets better every year that I'm alive. That film gets better.
Yeah.
I mean, the part when he loses Wilson will never not break my heart, and that gets worse every year.
Yeah.
The same guy who did the character in Saving Private Ryan, the Green Mile, and Castaway, all the same actor, could not be any different from one another.
And Forrest Gump. Bring it forward. Sleeps in Seattle. You've got a lot of things. You've got a lot of layering of his acting ability here.
What is his standout performance of the 90s for you?
I'd probably say Philadelphia.
Philadelphia
is his standout performance. Yeah.
Because that film hasn't aged fantastically well, and even Tom Hanks would admit that.
Oh yeah. I think that's more in the writing and that of it.
Yeah.
I think just Philadelphia was quite impactful because it's quite a physical role for him as well. I think Saving Private Ryan is a very, very, very good performance, but I also think he's a vehicle for other performances. Does that make sense? He's almost like he's a really good kind of driver of events because he's a really safe pair of hands. But I think it's everybody else. It's more of an ensemble.
I would say the film is the standout, not necessarily just his performance.
Yeah.
Apollo 13.
Apollo 13. Yeah.
I mean, Toy Story, the first ever computer animated film.
Yeah.
He's front and center of the. I think Woody is in basically every scene of the entire film.
Yeah. And he wouldn't have known what he was acting with there.
No.
It would have been very difficult to get like a good performance.
You should watch the Toy Story making of 1 and 2.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So interesting. But yeah, Philadelphia is an interesting shout. I would probably say his best. I do love him in Green Mile. I think most people would say Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Because that is a very.
I think that's quite an easy choice though.
But that's.
But it's not. But
that's a really challenging
Yeah.
role for him to do because that's in terms of importance.
Yeah.
That's like on another level to everything he did before. Maybe not. Philadelphia, maybe the other one because obviously that was a very important time to make that film. But
I don't say you're not bringing up like Forrest Gump though. You and I have very different opinions on Forrest Gump. So I'm surprised that I'm not hearing you say that. And mixed opinions are Sam loves it, I don't love it so much, and so that's what makes me surprised that it's not higher up there for you in terms of.
I mean, the performance. The performance is great, but I would say this is going to sound very controversial. I don't even think it's the best performance in the film.
No, it's definitely not the best.
I think the performance of Gary Sinise of Lieutenant Dan is the best performance in the film.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And Sally Field's great.
But you could say the same thing with Green Mile, right?
No.
Like-
Because I think
What, you don't think Michael Clark Duncan's done a pretty good
well, he's
job
the
in it?
standout, but
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is a fantastic reactor to everything that he does in the film.
But that's what I mean. That's why I'm surprised. I suppose that's why I always see Green Mile that way. That everyone is strong in the Green Mile.
I don't know.
Everyone, I think that everyone is a strong performance in the Green Mile.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant characters.
Oh,
yeah.
no, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like there's not a bad performance in the Green Mile.
No.
And I
Everyone's
think
great.
again, I think that's then very similar to what happens with something like Saving Private Ryan, in that it becomes more of an ensemble thing than necessarily one individual role.
Why can't we have films like Green Mile anymore, Ian?
I don't know.
Why can't we have just like these like films where people seem real, like real people that you can relate to?
I know. But yeah, no, that's insane 90s. What about his 2000s? I know we briefly touched upon it with things like Castaway and Rope's Expedition, but they kind of started his 2000s.
It's still a very good decade, but when you go into it on the back of the 1990s, it's very, very, very hard. I mean, it's impossible to maintain that run of the 90s.
I mean,
But
you're right.
I mean, he started brilliantly. Castaway's 2000s. That I would arguably say he should have won an Oscar for too.
Yeah.
And then you've got obviously the brilliant 2002 with Road to Perdition and Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
You could make the argument he still had a strong sort of like run throughout, because as we both
Catch
said,
Me If You Can is when he handed the baton over though to DiCaprio and was like,
yeah.
"You have your good run now, sir. You start, you run." Even though he just had Titanic and stuff like that, he did have Man in the Iron Mask, but he had to hand it over at Titanic and was just like, "Go on, just usher him in and go, Leo, with the help of Spielberg, we can just tap you on the bum."
his peak ended in 2002.
Yeah.
He still had a very good rest of the 2000s.
I thought Terminal was a very obvious choice for Tom Hanks after Catch Me If You Can, then kind of was his peak. Or not his peak, but, it was the end of that massive run.
It's just a lovely little film, The Terminal. It's just a lovely little Spielberg, Hanks, John Williams, like the Holy Trinity, weaving their magic.
Yeah. But then we had some weird films after that point. So after that, we had like Elvis Has Left the Building, Polar Express. What do you think of Polar Express?
Never liked them.
No, neither did I.
Never, yeah.
Then apparently he makes an appearance in Cars. Then we have the Da Vinci Code. This is him teaming up with Ron Howard again. What's his third time now? So this had Splash.
I am so intrigued to know your opinion on the Da Vinci Code.
Fine. You waiting on about your breath? So it's fine. Like, I don't really know where to start with Da Vinci Code, because I think it's one of those things where it's just like, it's a fine adaptation of a perfectly fine book. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not... This was huge. It kicked off, like, the book was massive, because genuinely everyone thought, oh my God, this is real. It basically had the Blair Witch effect, but for, like, Da Vinci's paintings. And so then to get something like Da Vinci Code as a movie with Tom Hanks in it, this was like a huge thing at the time. Like, everyone, I remember it kicking off. So it's really fascinating. The film is just fine. I think it's a better vehicle for, I can't remember his name, Vision.
Oh, Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find I mean, I remember watching these films when I was a young lad. I just thought they were so boring. They were so dull, and it was just like constant. What is going on here?
It's so much exposition. It's literally like it's literally every 5 minutes is Tom Hanks stopping, the camera weaving around him as he looks around a building, and then he just explains what's going on in like 1400s art.
It's a very interesting direction to go to for Tom Hanks at this time, I think.
Yeah, it's like a step into like weirdly action territory for him.
Yeah.
Like almost because like Ron Howard for some reason films it like the Bourne films, and it's just like, what's going on? Like, you can't make this interesting. He's going in and he's trying to like X-ray a Da Vinci painting or something. It's like, okay.
Correct me if I'm horribly inaccurate here, but I always, every time I watched it, I just thought this is just a really boring version of National Treasure.
You're right. Yeah. I see that. I can see that.
I was just like, where's the fun?
Where's the fun? Yeah, exactly. And I think they lost that in all the exposition, because it genuinely felt you might as well have just got Tom Hanks to read the order book. But yeah, then it was Charlie Wilson's War. Then it was Angels and Demons. So this is his first sequel movie.
Toy Story.
Oh, apart from Toy Story. This is his first live action sequel movie.
Live action, yeah.
And then That was kind of it. I think
That was the 2000s.
That was his 2000s.
It was still very good, just not quite the 90s heyday.
Yeah, he kind of ended with a franchise, which is strange.
Yeah. Well, he also began with a franchise.
He did begin.
With
So 2010s.
Toy Story 3.
Yep.
Well, do you reckon he went into this thing, I need this to be really, really good?
Yeah.
And it was. A lot of people think this is where it should have ended, which is a conversation we might have in a bit.
Yeah. I think you'd still see it as a Toy Story trilogy if you're going to do it. I think everything else is just going to seem supplementary.
Just in my head, I'm just have it as the Andy trilogy.
Oh, it's a great shout. That's a great shout.
Just think of it as like that was like the beginning, middle, and end of that journey.
Because I still stand by the fact that I think Toy Story is applicable to telling the child's point of view, or like showing you how childhood evolves and changes over time.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be applicable in that sense, and you can always get these toys in a scenario to reflect that and how things are changing, new challenges, and so on and so forth. So I think there's always something that's going to be like massively relevant about this franchise. But I think you've absolutely nailed it there. I'd love to see them do something like that. Be like, right, this is the Andy trilogy. Yeah. This is the post-Andy trilogy, or the Bonnie trilogy, or whatever. And go down that route. It's that whole idea of like how, toys get passed down from generation to generation. That'd be a great way of doing it. But yeah, Toy Story 3 then goes into Larry Crown, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. So he goes back to drama. Cloud Atlas, which I thought was a massively...
Cloud Atlas.
What a choice.
This is the strangest film of his career, surely, by a country mile.
Yeah.
The only film I can think of that is this weird is technically Castaway, because Castaway is like in essence is very odd.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, it's basically like a play.
It's a one-man show, yeah.
It's a one-man show for like 80% of the film.
Yeah.
It just kind of works brilliantly. The Wachowskis directed this film. This is possibly their most well-known film outside of The Matrix. I know V for Vendetta's huge.
Yeah, but do you think this is their most well-known film for good reasons or for bad reasons?
Bad.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of this is just before that awful space film they did with...
Jupiter Ascending,
yeah. I mean, Hugh Grant is a cannibal in this film. Do you reckon him and Tom Hanks had a nice chat about this? we were golden boys in the 90s, weren't we? And now I'm eating something. But Tom Hanks did return to something of his peak,
arc, isn't it? Yeah.
With 2013, which was a fantastic year for him. I would actually make the argument he actually goes on quite a strong run from here. Great run now. So from 2013 to 2019, he goes into Captain Phillips, Saving Mr. Banks, Bridge of Spies, Sully, The Post, and A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Oh, and Toy Story 4.
Oh, yeah.
So that is a very, very good run. He did do Larry Crown, which was apparently a disaster.
It's not great. Yeah.
And he did that strange film with, was it Emma Watson?
Oh, yes. The Bling Ring. No.
The Bling Ring?
No. That is an Emma Watson vehicle. But yes, what was that? Oh.
Well, it was one of her last films.
Oh, and he actually did Inferno. He did the third, The Circle.
The Circle.
No, he did Inferno as well in 2016, which was the third Da Vinci Code movie.
Was that any good? I can't
and he did The Post. The Post is great.
Yeah, we mentioned The Post.
Yeah. No, that's a really good run there. Sorry, I'm probably repeating bits and pieces there. But
well, what's the standout? Would you say, out of this sort of? Would you say this is his second great run?
It's the second great run, and I also think it has his best performance in it. Cool. I think A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is Tom Hanks' best performance.
Well, the floor is yours. Please go.
Never have I had a cinema experience in which I was completely and utterly not hypnotized. Is that the best word? But so moved on screen by performance. I felt like I felt like a performance was talking to me. And it was an extraordinary out-of-body experience that I really struggled to kind of put into words.
Yeah.
This film broke me. It physically broke me. It was able to talk to me in a way that no other film has done. And it was all down to Tom Hanks's performance.
Okay.
He absolutely, for me, has captured an essence about someone. Mr. Rogers is Fred Rogers is someone who, through documentaries and things like that, because he wasn't well known to us in the UK.
No.
So for us, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood was kind of a biopic of someone we didn't really know a lot about. But through seeing the documentaries and stuff like that around him and reading up around when the film came out, I was like, okay, well, this guy's had something about him. He had an on-screen presence about him. And what Tom Hanks did in that was so incredibly moving that I physically can't see any other performance that I can put it compared to. It was just, as you can tell, I struggled to put this into words, how much that affected me at the time. And I think a lot of that was down to his role and what he brought to the role and what he was able to achieve in the role. Extraordinary. And so I genuinely think that is his best performance.
Best performance ever, or best performance in this?
Well, I don't. You get into other territories because after a while you just think to yourself, well, it's a really, really good performance. What he was doing on screen for me was extraordinary and had like a profound effect on me as a person. Like it affected me for weeks and weeks after I saw it. But can you compare that to a good performance? Is that a good performance, or is it just a factor of all the other things kind of falling into place to have a moment? Like, is that editing, for instance? Is it cinematography? Is it, directing? Is it all of those things have all come to place in order to have that moment? Is it performance? It's hard to tell. But for me, his most moving performance, should we say, was the one from Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Fair.
And then what about his 2020s?
Well, the 2020s was kind of defined by his transition into playing around with streaming services.
I think mostly his
leading.
Shall we just hold hands with Apple TV Plus and not let go?
Yeah. Well, in the 2020s so far, he has done Greyhound for Apple, News of the World for Netflix, Pinocchio for Disney Plus, and he did Finch, I believe, for Apple too.
Yep.
And he's doing Greyhound too.
Yep.
Greyhound.
And he's currently voicing. I think it's World War II with Tom Hanks. I think that's an Apple TV Plus documentary. He turns up in a lot of Apple TV Plus stuff.
Yeah, but he's also doing his supporting roles are predominantly in bigger studio films, with probably the biggest example being Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the film?
Elvis?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it, to be fair.
Did you like the film? Did you like him?
I liked the film more than I liked him, I think.
Yeah, I think I don't know how much Tom Hanks has a say in the makeup, but it's one of the most ridiculous makeups I've ever seen in a film where you're supposed to believe that's a real person.
Yeah.
It was like the Penguin from Batman Returns.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is going on here? It's so distracting. I mean, Tom Hanks is fine, but the makeup just completely distracts you. It's like Uncanny Valley gone mad.
Yeah.
I don't love the film. I think films like Elvis are very like obnoxious and strange, and it's kind of, I feel the same way about Elvis as I do about Bohemian Rhapsody, even though I know the style's very different.
Yeah,
I get the same feeling. I
find it really interesting though that this is a really weird period for Hanks, because I don't think he's really had like an out and out hit in this decade yet.
Well, this is the tricky thing with streaming. News of the World is a good film. It got good reviews, but it just gets buried.
Disappears.
And it has no like cultural standing.
Yeah, but then I also remember Greyhound was supposed to be okay. Finch was supposed to be not that great.
Not great.
Pinocchio, not that great.
Dreadful.
A Man Called Otto, not that great.
No, A Man Called Otto did quite well. But
it's so against type. He's an arsehole in it, right? Then you've got Asteroid City, which is arguably Wes Anderson's least strong movie.
Well, I think
it's not the best film for him to be in.
If we ever do a Wes Anderson one credit, it'd be very interesting, because I just think he's been playing by the numbers since Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
All the films just feel like the exact same thing.
Yeah. And then you've got Here, which was a catastrophe.
Well, that was really sad, because that was the whole Forrest Gump gang.
Yeah,
getting back together.
Yeah, and it just didn't work.
No.
Then he's in The Phoenician Scheme, which...
That's what I mean. Asteroid City and that just feel the same thing.
And now he's got Toy Story 5. So I think it's a really weird... And that's where I'm going to come back to one of your first questions. One of your first questions that you asked was, is he a big enough draw now? And I'm not being funny. If you look at the last 5 years or 6 years, are many people actually going to know who this guy is? Imagine if you're 16, right? You're getting into films and you've got the last 6 years that you're catching up on, right? You get into film and cinema over like the last 3 or 4 years. Are you going to know, is Tom Hanks now a big enough draw for young audiences?
I think people will know who Tom Hanks is, but I think a lot of people will say, "Oh, he's still acting."
Yeah. I think
that kind of
like
thing.
I'm not sure if relevancy is the right word, but because he's been so tied to Apple Plus, which, as we know, Greyhound is still one of their top viewed films.
Is it really?
Yeah, and it still is week in, week out because they don't have any content on it.
No.
So because of that, it's a bit like, why are you still holding their hands then? Like he's narrating a lot of documentaries. He seems to be doing a lot of nature documentaries. He's like the American version of Attenborough. But it's like, where are you, like, he hasn't really had those roles that's kind of kept him in mind's eye, you know? It's not even like he's turning up in like weird out there stuff or as the dad or anything like that. Like, or he's not even like headlining a TV show. Like, because there's lots of actors that have gone into TV and done remarkably well, but Hanks doesn't seem to be doing that. So it's a bit like, I just worry a little bit that, and I think this isn't worry for the effect of Toy Story, because Toy Story is its own entity. I think you don't need to necessarily have the voice actors for Toy Story to be a hit. It's intriguing.
Reflections and questions on previous films and career.
Let's do it.
Mr. Ian, Empire review, best and worst.
Best. This is going to be one of those things. What's the point of me guessing this? Because he's going to have like 20 that are 5-star.
Well, just name your 5 stars.
Right, I reckon Saving Private Ryan's got to be a 5-star. Green Mile's probably got. Well, no, Green Mile was a bit.
Green Mile is one of those films that has really improved in time.
Yeah. So I think like the original reviews probably weren't that great. I bet Forrest Gump's probably got 5-star, overrated. Catch Me If You Can. It wouldn't surprise me. It's got 5 stars. Wow. Toy Stories, 1, 2. Yeah, probably all of them. I can say all of them.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So, in order of release,
God, there's a lot.
We've got Forrest Gump, the first 5-star Tom Hanks film.
Okay, I got that one right.
Apollo 13.
Okay, I forgot about that.
We didn't really talk about Apollo 13 at all, really.
I mean, we spoke about. I mean, we gleamingly said Ron Howard, and that counts.
His next Toy Story 1, 5 stars.
Okay, got that one.
Saving Private Ryan.
Got that one.
5 stars.
You've Got Mail should have 5 stars.
You've Got Mail has 3 stars.
Yeah, well.
Toy Story 2 has 5 stars.
Right, I got that one.
The Green Mile only has 4.
Oh, I made a good shout there. I like it.
And then...
Oh, I did say Catch Me If You Can. No, that only got 4 stars.
That only got 4s. And then we've got Toy Story 3 with 5 stars and Captain Phillips with 5 stars.
Okay.
And that is it. Those are his 5-star films. Will Toy Story 5 get another 5?
Nice.
Worst reviewed films. I found
Here.
2 films.
Here. Surely it's here.
Oh,
Has he got any 1-star reviews?
So we have 3 films
Okay.
with 2 stars.
Yep.
They are the lowest that I could find.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Here.
Here is 1.
Here. Oh, I bet one of the Da Vinci Codes.
Correct. The first
Which one? Just the first one. What?
Yeah.
They rated what did they rate the others?
3, I think.
Wow.
And the only other film that I could find was Bonfire of the Vanities.
Okay.
Which is a Brian De Palma film he did in 1990.
Okay.
Which we'll talk about in a moment. Career trends.
90s. Done.
Just the 90s.
Just the 90s. There's no point talking about anything else. His career trend is he was absolutely incredible in the 90s. Although I did like your point about him. He had a really good back end of the 2010s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could say that he was a comedy guy that wanted to be dramatic.
Yeah.
So he's a bit like the Robin Williams template. But who
He's
did it?
He's got like a bit of a. What's his?
Who did it?
Tom Hanks got like a nickname like America's Sweetheart or something like that.
Yeah, he's considered like one of America's dads.
Yeah. America's dads.
Yeah. So who did it first? Robin Williams or Tom Hanks going dramatic? I think it was Robin Williams because he did Good Morning Vietnam
and Good Will Hunting. Well, Good Will Hunting is 94.
No, that's much
Their
later.
Poets Society is earlier than that.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, it's definitely Robin Williams then.
Yeah.
Award recognition. Back-to-back Oscar wins for Best Actor for Philadelphia and Forrest Gump. I still don't think anyone has done that before or since.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware. He was also nominated for... I definitely know he was nominated for Castaway and A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
What about Just Spies?
I don't think he was. I think...
Because Thingy won the Oscar for that, didn't he?
Rylance
won
he
the
didn't
Oscar
get
for
nominated because I think they just accepted that Rylance will be the Oscar representation.
So they didn't bother.
They didn't bother, no.
Okay.
But obviously, he's obviously been nominated for numerous BAFTAs and Golden Globes. And obviously, as I mentioned, he got the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award.
It's not bad.
Probably about halfway through his life.
Before he won any of the other Oscars.
What movies were on the path to superstardom? I've gone with Splash and Big.
Yeah. He had a good 80s.
Yeah.
He also had a weird 80s with The Burbs and Money Pit. But I've got a soft spot for Money Pit.
Okay. Does Tom Hanks' career live up to Adam Sandler's?
Yes.
I'm just checking.
Yeah. So just double checking. I would question though whether or not it actually lives up to Natalie Portman's.
We need to get like Natalie Portman
on the podcast
someday to explain herself.
Or we just get her coming in and say, "Do you just want to slap us really hard?"
Why?
Because that'd be her best performance.
Oh! Most collaborated person. So I have 4.
Okay.
4 collaborators. We've got Steven Spielberg, that rather well-known director. Robert Zemeckis, another well-known director.
Yep.
Ron Howard.
Yep.
And the only acting collaboration that happens a lot is Tim Allen, which is probably not very surprising.
I mean, does that count? Are they in the same booth?
No. Well, this is So this is the thing. They only meet each other at the premieres.
No, that doesn't count.
No, it does count because they're talking.
Share the credit with, should we say?
Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's not a bad list, is it? I've only worked with Spielberg. I mean, this doesn't include... I suppose, actually, technically it is Spielberg, because they have obviously worked with each other with Band of Brothers and The Pacific and stuff.
Yeah.
So I suppose Spielberg technically is the king.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you say technically Spielberg was carried by Tom Hanks? His 90s and early 2000s.
I don't even know where to begin with that. Saving Steven Spielberg.
Save his... Oh dear.
Biggest box office success and flop according to IMDb.
Oh, that's a good question. Mr.
Mr.
I mean,
Ian.
are we going to do that though? Biggest box office success. Right. So
he's not.
Toy Story 3 made over $1 billion. So that's a lot of money. Toy Story 4 made over $1 billion. So I'm going to say the Toy Stories.
Right, so...
Correcting your script again.
No, actually no,
okay.
But incredibly close. So, his highest grossing film is a Toy Story film.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3 made 1.067 billion.
Yeah.
And Toy Story 4 made 1.073 billion.
Okay.
So it edges it. So Toy Story 4 is the highest grossing film of Tom Hanks' career.
Okay.
What is the lowest? Mentioned it earlier.
Bonfire of the Vanities.
Correct.
Okay.
Is that right? No, sorry, I tell a lie. It's not Bonfire of the Vanities. It's a film.
Is it The Money Pit?
It's a film called Every Time We Say Goodbye.
Okay.
Which Tom Hanks actually plays someone in the military.
Okay. Can we not say though that every movie that's ever released on like a streaming service, like, because that Netflix film that he did technically doesn't earn any money because it was released during COVID.
No, we're not doing that.
But it was released during COVID.
No, I'm not doing that.
Cinemas weren't open.
Rubbish. He made $278,000 that film at the box office.
Ooh, ouch.
Which it had about a $3 million budget, so it is a big flop.
Okay.
That's the thing we didn't mention about Tom Hanks' trends. He has played either a leader or a military figure in so many films.
Yeah.
And you would not think, based on his look or voice or physique, that he could pull that off. But he does it in everything.
Yeah.
He does it in Forrest
He's
Gump.
got good authority.
He does it in Apollo 13. He does it in Captain Phillips. He does it in Saving Private Ryan.
Toy Story?
Green Mile, Toy Story. So he's very unique in that sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a Bruce Willis. He doesn't look like a Mel Gibson. He doesn't even look like a Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
But he works.
It works. Could the actor have done a better job than Tom Hardy in Locke?
No.
No.
I'll tell you what, this is the first time where I actually pictured it in my mind and laughed.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, no.
Wilson! He's in the car, or like, he's going down the M4, just like, yeah, Wilson! Put the cement in the... I should just FedEx her. Oh dear, no, you're right. Yeah, I don't think he's not intense. He's not an intense actor.
You know the scene in Toy Story 1 where he's lecturing Buzz about being a toy. You are can you just imagine that him talking about cement?
Oh, right, okay.
I have another question. Has Tom Hanks ever been drunk on screen?
Oh,
Got no memory of it.
No.
Or had sex?
Tim Allen in Toy Story has, because I think it's one of the best scenes in all of Toy Story.
What, Mr. Nesbitt?
Yeah,
He's not drunk.
I think it's one of the funniest things.
He's not drunk. He's like broken.
He's absolutely
literally broken.
He's broken, but obviously he's absolutely trashed as well through the tea.
Don't you get it? You see that? I am Mrs. Nesbitt.
Nesbitt.
I'm sorry. Anyway, what other fields could they work in?
Well, I mean, he's already been a director, right?
Well, he's been a director, but you mentioned a very interesting thing about narration, which I think that could be like a future career path. When
it's a great career path.
When he's a bit older, because he does have a very unique, lovely voice.
Yeah, soft voice.
Soft voice. So I can easily see him doing more stuff in, like nature documentaries or military documentaries. He's got a real fascination with World War II, which has really been like shown. I think his dad served in World War II.
Okay.
So I think he's got like a real like connection with that period, which is obviously why he still has such an interest in like this the Band of Brothers universe, if you can call it that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see him. He's probably the closest to like an actor I can think of as an actual historian. I don't know if I'm giving him too much credit for that, but yeah, I can see him doing that.
Okay.
Unlikely collaborations. I've gone with Ricky Gervais.
After the Golden Globes
After the Golden Globes thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the first thing I can think of where I feel like Tom Hanks looks like angry.
Yeah. Unless you get like a Between Two Ferns scenario with like Ricky Gervais and Tom Hanks.
Oh, they should do that. That'd be glorious. Between two Rickies. Using AI. I suppose this is a question that will always come up when we have iconic voices. Will Tom Hanks give his voice as Woody to Disney to AI archive, same way James Earl Jones, which to be fair, they haven't really done yet. They could have done it in the latest animated Star Wars show.
Okay. Do you reckon they'll save it for movies though? Or do you reckon they'll do that? Because I think it's the same with Woody, right? Where do you take that voice? Do you then have Woody's voice in all of the TV shows that you spin off? Do you have the voice in all the video games? Do you have the voice in adverts? Do you have the voice in... Because it's really interesting because there's a Toy Story advert for, I think it's Sky at the moment. And Jesse's the main person in the advert, but it's not voiced by Joan Cusack. So that really is quite interesting in terms of then where would voice go in the world of AI, right?
It's very interesting you say that because Tom Hanks, in terms of adverts and video games, and even some Disney Plus stuff, it's not Tom Hanks, it's his brother.
Okay.
Jim. So, Jim, even the toys, like in shops, the voice is Jim Hanks.
Really?
And has been for about 10 years, I think.
Wow.
So, I mean, I don't think they'll do that with films because it's too recognisable that it's Tom Hanks. They're similar, but there is a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already replaced the voices. I mean, Jesse, they've already done, as you say. Mr. Potato Head's been recast because Don Rickles passed away quite a long time ago.
So did Mrs. Potato Head.
So Mr. Potato Head, yeah. So it's tricky with Toy Story.
Yeah.
I think it depends. I think with Woody, you can never replace that.
Yeah.
He's too...
People thought the same with James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
But then James Earl Jones then had his voice in Fortnite and then they ended up doing horrible things with it. So I think they immediately regretted it.
Did they really do that?
Did you not hear about this?
I have no memory.
Yeah, so they had an AI bot in the Fortnite video game and you could pretty much get to talk and say what I was going to say. And then within 1 week, the internet had ruined it.
Right.
Could they make a film set in Tahiti, Yemen?
Well, Castaway 2.
Oh.
Final discussion on Toy Story 5. Our feeling towards it, Ian?
Yes, I think it's going to be fun.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think
it's got stuff to say.
yes. Well, Toy Story 4. I like Toy Story 4. I wouldn't call myself a Toy Story 4 apologist, but I enjoyed it. I think I quite enjoyed the idea that Woody would eventually find a place in his world without helping a child and sort of form his own path. I thought that's like an interesting take.
Yeah.
Didn't really love what they did with other characters. They were kind of sidelined.
Everyone was sidelined.
I've always found it as like a big sort of like, particularly 2, which is the most glorious thing ever.
Yeah.
Where everyone plays like a massive part in the big event.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they kind of go back down that route with Toy Story 5.
Didn't in Toy Story 4, like, Tim Allen had, like, 2 lines?
He had so little to do.
Yeah.
They completely
so
sidelined
little to
Buzz
do. They
Lightyear.
didn't know what to do with him at all.
I do worry they're going to do that again with this film.
Okay.
They've never really known what to do with Buzz Lightyear since the second film. Like, even the third film, which everyone loved. I mean, he speaks Spanish for half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's almost too interesting to know what to do with in a way.
They blew their load in the first movie.
The first 2.
Yeah.
He's fucking glorious in the second film. Even though he's a klutz. He's always a klutz.
Mrs. Nesbitt. Love it so much.
But yeah, no, I think, I mean, we just mentioned AI. The film is going to be like really tackling like technology's place in the lives of children. And I think Andrew Stanton, as I say, has been with Toy Story since the beginning. He wrote and directed Finding Nemo and WALL-E. He's a brilliant director of animation.
Yeah.
I think it will be a massive hit. I think it will have a lot more to say about the world we live in than Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
So I think in that sense it will earn.
It feels
its
more
place.
relevant. Yeah. And that's why I said at the very beginning, or a couple of times through this, I think its relevancy is more important to show the childhood experience in today's world.
Yes.
And I think it lends itself, Toy Story 5 lends itself to that far more than Toy Story 4 ever deserved to.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah. I suppose Toy Story, it feels like a weird epilogue, Toy Story 4. It feels like
it's completely separate to all of
an
it.
extended, weird, like little Woody sort of like identity crisis.
Yeah.
Which again,
It's like your straight to DVD movie.
How dare you? Well, Toy Story 2 technically was. That's the whole story in itself. Do we feel like this should be the finale? We've been saying this for 16 years.
I think it will always be relevant.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
I think that's the thing. I think it's always be relevant. And actually, in a weird way, it's a really good earpiece for parents. Like,
oh, brilliant!
Like, can you imagine like all new parents watching this will get different things from it?
Yeah.
So I think it's the signature of Pixar in which it can talk to generations.
Yeah.
It's not just the kids. It's not just teenagers. It's not just adults. But it's got a life. It's got a lifespan to it that it will talk to you at different times.
Yeah.
So when you were a kid, it talks to you as a kid. When you're a teenager, it talks to you as a teenager. I think it will continue to do that regardless. So I think like eventually when we're watching Toy Story 15 and we're grandparents, we'll get to a point where it's like, actually, this is also really relevant.
Yeah.
And I think they will tackle it. And I
Yeah.
think as long as I think as long as it remains relevant, I think that's the important thing. If Toy Story does a lot more Toy Story 4s, then I worry for it. But Toy Story 5 looks relevant.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it will work.
Well, hopefully it will, it's Pixar's baby.
Yeah.
And they always, I just think they can't mess up with like Toy Story. It's just too important to, as I say, generations, the company itself, which has really been a bit hit and miss over the last 10 years at least.
Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting how it does. The cast and crew involved, we've already mentioned Andrew Stanton. Obviously, a lot of the former crew have come back with Tom Hanks and Tim Allen and such. And which studio is making it? Pixar and Disney.
Yep.
Predicting box office return.
So, interesting. We've just had, in the last couple of days, the first movie of 2026 to earn $1 billion. So there's only been one this year so far, Mario Galaxy. It just crossed the line. So there is a chance that this has actually got a really high chance, as we near June, to be the first box office smash of the summer.
I think it will be.
It's going to hit the sweet spot. What I would say is a little bit strange for it, though. It's before the school holidays. Typically, most Toy Stories will hit during school holidays. And they've just got a clear run for like 6 to 8 weeks. This isn't doing that. This is coming out quite substantially before the summer holidays, at least in the UK. So I wonder if that might hurt things. It might have things that could, because you've got lots of factors that come into play that affect box office. Whether the sun's out, whether or not the heat's out, whether or not all of those things are just all a thing. Otherwise, I don't know. Like, I think it's weird. It might be lucky because the weather's taken a turn.
Yeah.
But like, and I mean, it's going to earn a lot of money. It's going to earn bank. It's going to earn them a lot of money. So you know it's going to be successful. It's in a good place to do it.
I think it might be their highest grossing film.
If it's good.
I don't know.
If it's good.
But Mario's, let's face it.
Mario 2 is supposed to not be that great.
Mario shite.
Yeah.
And it's made over 2.5 billion for Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah. This film will make $1 billion.
Should do.
Inside Out 2, that made like 1.6 billion.
Finding Nemo 2 made
Lilo Stitch made a
Lion King remakes have all
It's
made
going to make
billions.
money. And
it's going to earn a lot of money.
I think as I say,
Mandalorian made about 40 quid. So, you know.
What will they do with that series? Anyway, right, that is the end of One Credit After Another, where we are focused on the career of Tom Hanks with the upcoming film Toy Story 5 coming out. Very excited to see it. Listeners, what would you rank as Tom Hanks' career highlight? Can Toy Story 5 add another golden story to its collection? Goodbye, and we'll see you soon.
See ya!